Howdy there, and welcome back to the North. The Lords of House Stark are doing well. The Bravosi Starks now are able to overpower these rebels and hopefully vanquish them from the realm, replacing them with good Northerners. But we'll have to wait and see there. Yes, this Targaryen is a bit of a fool. As for this currently beneath me, we're a little bit busy here. Harrys of the Iron Throne has declared Westerosi Rainwood de jure war over Rainwood on Sir Aric of the Rainwood. Good for him. That has freed up the Vale, which we could declare war on. Forced vassalization not currently an option. Neither is any of these things actually. But we do have a truce with him. Ah, of course. We're not a truce breaker. The Iron Isles, perhaps. There's no reason to declare war on you. That's a shame. My daughter over here, we could perhaps try and take over your realm. Non-aggression pact, we'll do that. 32,000. How many men do you have? 18. So there's only border disputes. Now Cape Wrath would be something. I can't declare it because piety 400 is what I require, or personal wealth up to 400. Personal wealth up to 400. Sorry, something just got caught in my throat there. Is there any way I could get my money up to 400? Besides selling my sword, or the engines of war would be great. Known plots. There are a lot of villains in our land. Benton of Mastertown, you are one of them. We shall attempt to imprison you. Very good. And you'll be let off with a warning, because we do require shekels, it must be said. Intrigued, there is a Lady Beth here. She cannot afford any sort of ransom anyway. Errol, you are a bad man. What are you trying to do here? Trying to kill a man. Harlon. There's a Bart, and we could try to arrest him, actually. No, we couldn't. Not sure why. Because I have a truce with the man. Moore's Longthorpe. You can't exactly afford a ransom. There is a ruse here. We did take over your castle. I can see why you'd be looking for a life of crime, and you escaped justice. That's a shame. Okay, well, would a loan work? The Iron Bank of Bravos would give us a few hundred ducats. Calf, minor bank. Let's take a loan here. And let's see if this is actually enough. A wise choice. Are we able to, 1, ally you, and then 2, do a border disputes like this? No. All of... you still need the piety, of course. How would a man get piety in this position? Commission a sculpture. Or sepulchre. That's religious, is it not? Let's commission it anyway. Let us speak of my departed father. Excellent. Let's see if we can get through this, because I'm sure the war won't last terribly long. Excellent. We are allied with the Lannisters. I'm sure they are terrific people. Yes, multi-party is very slow. And you have joined our faith. Very good, Rogar. Very happy for you. The recent conversion of Sunderland to the old gods has caused great unrest in the unfaithful parts of your realm. Both noble and peasant alike feel threatened. Well, I don't believe you should. In memory of Torren, the sepulchre you commissioned has been finished and raised on the spot you chose for it. You examine the inscription. This tomb was built by King Brandon in memory of Torren of House Stark, his father and Edwin's son. He was a caring father and husband and lived a good life. Ever will stand this memorial. You leave the tomb, content in the knowledge that many centuries from now, when its paint has long faded, scholars will be studying these inscriptions in an effort to glean the wisdom of their words. Excellent. We have the money and the piety. And so we shall attempt to further our domain, which we would be able to do. Excellent. There is Wickham, there is Seaguard, there is Cape of Eagles. Now, I do like to avoid Bordergore. Seaguard would be the best place, but the Cape of Eagles is the best for the sense of avoiding the negative, the border gore. So we're going to have to go for Cape of Eagles, which is a shame, but it is something. And so we shall. The Cape of Eagles, we will attack and try to claim you. Excellent. Everybody will surely honour their obligations. Not sure if my allies will be able to join us here, but we will raise all of the men that we can, including the men of Bravos, actually. How many ships can you raise? 171. 12,000 men. Excellent. Well, you'll be under command of Edwin, of course, and you can take the Hill Clansman. Get your ship and you'll sail straight over to the Twins. Oh, you can't exactly go to Twins. Well, Greywater Watch, where you'll meet up with your men and your men. We'll all be going in this direction. And it will create a secondary army up around here who will march south when called upon. Or when ready, I should really be saying. Right, the Bolton troops, you could march south, couldn't you? Excellent, all of your forces around here could all be called upon as well. So that would be an army of how many? 11,000 when you add these men. Okay, that should be enough. If we need more, they will be called upon. The Crossing has betrayed us once more. The Crossing are not reliable allies at all. But we do have an army ready to move around here, so we will get them into position to take the Cape of Eagles. Under the command of my son, who already calls himself king. What is this? Martin Lightfoot and Sibyl Holt have been married. I accept this marriage. It's a cost to my prestige, but it's really not that big of a deal. As for this army here, Brandon, no, not me. The Edwin will lead this with the Hill Clansmen, Knott and Lonel. Very good. He can simply just take it straight away, I'm sure. And from there he can begin to besiege Sea Guard. We'll move these ships over here so we can march these men down when required. There is no other army around here. Good start to march over people. There's no real need at the moment. We could go straight around to King's Landing with this other army and attempt to do our job there. What is this? You want me to take Arya Lock as my ward? Sure, a fine notion, my good friend. Ironrath and House Knott are making alliances. Good for them. They are both loyal houses, so I won't complain at something like that. The Lannisters can be called to aid. I shall call upon them. Excellent. Thank you, House Lannister. If you could, maybe you should go and besiege Harrenhal. That'd be a huge waste of resources. Oh, you do whatever you want, Lannisters. My men, under my own personal command from my good friend Lord Umber and my other good friend Malador Mullin, we are going to go around to King's Landing and attempt to secure that. The Arryns, Gardeners and Stormlanders have all joined against us now, but they are relatively weak, are they not? 26,000. How many men do you have over here? 12,000. So this army is strong enough. We should, however, call up more forces to go to our capital, which is where you men all come in handy, is it not? Yes, all of you forces, if you could come over here. The Umber forces and the Karstark forces, could you also come over to Winterfell? Skargos is against this war, unfortunately. And in the House of Rise, while you yourselves have 500 men, could you please get to Winterfell? Excellent. This war should not last terribly long. We should be able to get through it with relative ease. Fine work. The Guild of the Faceless Men has been successful these past few years, it seems, apparently fulfilling many assassination contracts. As a consequence, it has a tax it must pay to the king in the north. Terrific. The king in the north will land on the beaches of King's Landing and attempt to destroy any hope they have of building a terrific capital. Excellent. Release all prisoners. Who do they have? A Stormlander. Ah, he smells like he belongs here. We could capture his command of the Bloody Gate and his wife, and so we shall do that. Put his family in a dungeon at once. Excellent. King's Landing will fall to our assaults in no time. As for you, I will order you to stand down. Yes. Very good. Excellent news. Some gold from Lord Car Stark. He's doing his job very well. On a fine notion, I will take Willem Umber as my ward. Right, so I do have an army around here. We should go in to try and take them at Hayford. We will do that. As for to the north, the Frey forces are now on my side. Very good. Well done, Lord Frey. You are doing your job for once. Right, my other army over here, under the command of Robert, I suppose, and only Robert. You are going to attempt to attack into this here force and destroy it. I'm sure you'll be capable of doing such a thing. Follow them down to Evering if required. And through the Dawn Forest if required. Excellent. Alright, we do have a few battles going on. Including the Battle of Hayford, where we might be at risk of losing if they get their reinforcements. As for this man, he has a 50 combat skill. I have 100, but that's why you're here, Sir Owen. Sir Owen has defended me, and the enemies have been forced to retreat. But they do have more reinforcements coming in, which I'm not sure we'll be able to vanquish entirely. There are the Lannister armies, but they are not currently in a good position. The Umbers are defending in Bravos. Good for them. So you're now going to Evering again. Could you maybe let us catch you and destroy you? Okay, let's see how this war here goes. We have lost a flank. We lost 2 flanks. And we're about to lose a 3rd. That is a shame. While we're here, though, we could attempt to kill this man. We'll send in Owen. He's past his due. And then we will take this man down ourselves. He'll be no match for my might. We'll strike, and winter is coming. The man has been slain. Valar Morghulis. Now's our chance. We do gain a little bit of extra morale, but it was not enough, so we will retreat. Apparently to the north. I'm surprised we wouldn't go somewhere else. We will move our ships around to that side. No, we won't. It's a bit too much kerfuffle. We'll move around this way. Right, he is going to Sheephead Hills. We'll follow him down there. Very good. They are getting all their armies around. Lannister forces are doing whatever it is they're doing. Would be nice to win some battles now, while we have the occupation war score. Excellent. He's learned how to be a trained poor fighter. Very good. The Battle of the Sheep's Head will soon commence. As for you guys, you will need to retreat even further up. Excellent. Could you go around to the Cape of Eagles yourselves? Very good. And the battle will commence, and we have been obliterated. How? How did they destroy us so easily? He's not, is he? He is. The man now has a dragon and he rides Balerion the Black Dread. Right, we'll have to sell these men out. That destroyed our morale. Absolutely destroyed it. That's a huge, huge issue, that. Seaguard will soon be taken. In fact, can we hold all of my men here? I can. We'll put these men here. Excellent. These gentlemen will join the ship, and they will ambush these Gardener forces when they can, when they are locked in. They're locked in, so we're going to go over here and we're going to ambush these fools. Very good. And Seaguard has been taken. I'm going to merge these armies now, under my control with Edwin and Robart, and we're going to go around to the crossing. We're going to attempt to catch one of these armies when we can. Ah, he did retake his capital. We can always retake that. We need to take an army. Now he does have this force over here, but he's using dragons. A huge issue it is. Right, well let's give you some extra commanders here. You can take all of the hill clansmen with your force. I'm going to send you back around to take King's Landing again. we will simply hold this area here. Can we send in the Lannister army, perhaps? Is there a way to tell the Lannisters? There is a way, but... Right, Lannisters, could you go over there and besiege White Harbour? I'll be right behind you, I swear. Right behind you, watching. So, you know, they're going down that way first. We'll still go over there and hang out. And we'll just see exactly what happens. What we want to do is destroy his centre flank, because that's where they are. We'll not do anything until we have a better plan. As for you, could you come down here? This is a lot of blood for one dirty province, but still, we will go through with this. And we will take your capital back for the war score that we deserve. Excellent. What is this? I have a granddaughter. Torrent Star... Oh, no. Never mind. No, I don't. I do not have a granddaughter. But we do have a fully occupied enemy capital, giving us plenty of war score. We'll send these men back through here, and we'll wait for Lannisters to come up and... yes, lower our enemies' numbers. As for us, we will soon go over here and have all of our men on one stack. Now, hopefully the Lannisters go straight through without causing us any sort of jip. Let's actually not risk any attrition here. Placate him with flattery, of course. Of course we'll do such a thing. Alright, Lannisters, you go straight through here, and don't look at the dragon. I want a very strong centre. I want to push him out. So we're going to put all of you men on the centre here, and you're going to aid the Lannisters. Then after his dragon attack, we're going to come in with a second army. And the second army will then do the other job. Excellent. Edwin Brarstark is doing a great job here. Right, open castle positions. We do require a court decision. Tyler, you'll do that job. Let's not let these guys take that back as well, please. Right, 75% war score is very good, but if we win this battle here, that will hopefully be enough. King Harry's has inherited Castle Dragon's Gate from other Celtic Guard. Good for him, I suppose. Right, 14,000 men, Lannisters, 17,000. Okay, let's hope the Lannisters do enough damage here. And draw the fire attack. You want a commander slot? Other candidates in mind? Yes, Brarstark, no. Lodos can have the position there. Right, we are suffering a bit of attrition here. Could you hurry up, Lord Lannister? We require it, preferably before these guys fall. Don't make me have to march south again. As for you, I'll give you a little bit of a ward. Excellent. So they arrive on the 26th and 29th. I would arrive on the 29th. Very good. Ah, they're going around. I could sacrifice them on a ship. I'm already locked in. Well, shit. Allied order attached. Lannisters, could you attach to us here? How nice. Nice child indeed. Right, we're going to go straight through, and we're going to send you guys straight in. Actually, you arrive on the 16th, you arrive on the 24th. Good. I should compensate Geralt for a job well done. Yes, I should. Ah, shit, a lot of things happened. A lot of men just got burnt, but we are going to be coming in here. On the 30th. Excellent. We will be able to drive him off here and get it. Now, there was a lot of fire. There was a lot of fire and a lot of men just died, but we did defeat their army. It was very costly, but it happened. Now we'll simply take these areas back. Of course, my lord, you do make a good point. You may have it. Are they anywhere occupied up north? No. Well, the tactic worked. We sent in the Lannisters died. But unfortunately, we lost a lot more men ourselves. We're going to go through here, take this land back, and we're going to go down and reoccupy the area. Call for a decision at once, of course. Compensate for a job well done, of course. Take this land back, of course. Aaron has been slain. Very good. Who is he slain by? A fellow Valeman. Right, so all we need to do is take this back. If we could get the Freys to jump onto it, that'd be great. Not sure if they would do. Raise to unification. Yes, I'll denounce the man. I'll have him arrested at once. We'll have to replace him. This is a lot happening at once, but the Spy Master will now be Clay Cassell. Excellent. They do have 30,000 men, however. That is a shame. We'll regroup at Moat Kalin. We might just call it quits while we are ahead. We did burn the entire Lannister army just then. But yes, that'll do for this episode. Thank you for watching. When you come back, we are going to attempt to take the Cape of Eagles and get 100% war score, but I'm not sure if it'll be possible with all of these men here. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.